Hello, this is Dana Taylor. Welcome to this meditation inspired by a lucid dream that I had a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to be taking you to the island of Hawaii, to a beach now known as Makapuu Beach. So please, sit back, relax, feel free to lie down, calm your mind. Look forward to taking a wonderful mental trip to a very special place. Take a deep breath. And another. Calm and release the muscles of your face, your forehead, your cheeks, your mouth. Release the muscles of your shoulders. Take another deep breath. Just completely let all tension go. Feel it drain out the bottom of your feet. And picture a beautiful white light opening from the heavens, coming down through the top of your head, lighting up that top chakra, sending down cascades of liquid love down your body. Now, in your mind's eye, I want to take you to Hawaii. Some believe Hawaii is what is left of the ancient continent of Lemuria. Perhaps a legend, perhaps a place that really existed. Lemuria was a place of peace, joy, purity, and love. Take a bit of the spirit of Lemuria with you right now, as if you can feel the ancient ones from Lemuria joining us here now. On the islands today, there are ridges that were formed by ancient volcanoes. Those early volcanoes spewed and built land. At first, there were dark, glassy fields of that frozen, petrified lava. But as the years have gone by, it's been pounded and refined, turned into rich volcanic soil. And today, the ridges ring the island of Oahu, and they're covered in verdant green. Plants throughout the ages have spread seeds. They've flown on the winds, landed in that soil, sprung up, grown, building green canopies that ripple along those ridges of the ancient lava fields. There are birds that have found their way to the islands, and those birds have had generations of nestlings And they sing, they greet the morning, play throughout the day. The skies are so circling blue. Cumulus clouds skitter across, propelled by the trade winds that are ever blowing. Through the years, palm trees have found their way to the islands and now dot along the way, swaying with the wind. That clean air coming from those trade winds. And now, I take you to a little spot known today as Makapuu Beach. It's a little cove. As you stand at the entrance to Makapuu Beach, you can look to your right and see a lighthouse that many people are trekking up to some days, every day. And you can't see any of them now. You just see that lighthouse because it feels as if this beach is entirely yours. And you walk first on some vegetation that's still growing along the edge. You're not to the sand quite yet. There's green grass, various island succulents, some flowers, wildflowers growing. Oh, the flowers of Hawaii are amazing. They just sprout up every place, as if a Lemurian gardener started it all. Now at Makapuu Beach now, the holy people, Kamus, Kahunas, have been gathering through the years sacred stones that they have found in various places across the islands, and they've brought them to Makapuu Beach. They've created rounded areas that are surrounded in large volcanic rocks, lava, and created what they call heiaus. These heiaus are 12 feet perhaps in circumference, and inside these stones have been carefully placed because they have characters. They go back, representing, perhaps imbued with the spirit of the old kings, the old queens, the ancient ones that are still looking over the islands, the princesses and the princes. People today still bring sacrifices of leis, fresh water. They bring to the heiaus. Ceremonies are there. The ancient ones are known and respected. The stones emanate their power, their frequency, their mana, standing there, invisible to most, but very present. It's a very tall guardian warrior, looking out over the heiaus of Makapuu Beach. You can feel the grass beneath your toes. Stand and take a moment, walk into a heiau, and feel the power. Feel the ancient ones They may even say something to you, give you a special blessing. As you stand in the middle of that sacred place, your eyes look out to the horizon, because there in front of you is the blue water, churning, crashing across the ridges of lava that made it out all the way into the ocean that formed the shoreline. Because it's a cove, the waves break various places, not just quietly coming down as they do at some beaches, but the left, the right, the center, they break in many ways and splash, send white foam up into the air. There's a power to it. Fills the air with energy. Now you leave the sacred heiau. You feel drawn to the ocean itself. You take some steps. You get past the grass and walk onto sand. You feel it warm under your feet. Feel it between your toes, on your soles. You pick a path down to the rocky ledges. You see there's different formations. There's some very calm little tide pools, but farther out there are ledges that jut out into the ocean. The waves break on them. You feel drawn to those ledges. You feel drawn to those breaking waves. The ocean beyond is aqua green, so bright, so vivid, barely seems real, and it calls to you. There's something calling to you. You walk out onto the lava, onto the ridge, and you keep going. Now the water, spray, you can feel it kissing your skin, the mist of it as you're approaching, and then bigger droplets as you get closer to where they're hitting the edge of the water and the stone, shooting up into the air. And now you're at the edge. The water is breaking right over you. It empowers you. It feels right. It feels good. It's energizing. And you just step off the edge and into the water. It covers you, jostles you, but it doesn't disorient you. It doesn't make you feel weaker or out of your element. No, you feel, in fact, suddenly at home. And you move quickly out of the range of the stones and deeper, further. into the ocean. And the most amazing thing happens. You become a creature of the ocean. You feel your body transforming. You're no longer a two-footed creature of the land, but somehow now the back part of you feels like one unit. You're very strong. The muscles are stronger than they have ever been, and they work together as one. And your arms, they're transforming also. In fact, your whole body is turning into a creature of the sea. You don't have to worry about air because you can breathe the water. It's your natural element, and you can see. Your eyes were made for this element. Your mind goes into wonder because part of you is still feeling very human, and yet you realize that you have become something of legend. You've become one of the mer people. You can swim. You're at home. Your tail is so strong that it just cuts and propels through the water. And there's a joyous feeling of freedom, being able to move like that. It's amazing, amazing. And now you can see you've moved past the churning part of the water, deeper where it's a little more still. You can go deeper, and you can see the reef is coming up. Oh my gosh, that coral reef is just ahead. What a glorious place. You see the small fish so brightly colored, and the coral themselves, many hues, reds, kind of golds, purples. So much life around them. You see a big sea turtle. Oh my goodness, you see more than one. There's several. Their big heads, almost like a man's. And yet there's the coloration, and they're moving along, finding things to nibble on. You swim around that reef for a while, so amazed to be part of this world. And it's just amazing how the water moves over the outside of you as if it's just smooth and moving by. You don't have to fight it at all. You're part of the elements here. The temperature is perfect. And now you hear something. You hear a call. Something is beckoning you beyond the reef. So you use that powerful tail and move towards the sound, the familiar call, a voice beckoning you. Go farther up to the surface. Even break the surface and you can see the air, the water just at eye level, the splashing. There off in the distance, you see it. A water spout. A whale. That's what's calling you. A big blue whale calling. You dive back under. Heeding yacht call. And soon you're there. And there she is. Such a huge, huge body in front of you. Markings on her that you recognize. And you realize that in somehow, some fashion, this is a very familiar old friend. You swim up to her. Her eye seems to greet you. And you're so small compared to her, and yet there is a familiarity and a great sense of coming home. You swim up to the underside, not that far back from the belly, from the eye. You put your hand out and touch the fin. Hold on. Oh, and she takes you with her. She takes you with her. And you go in that power, that whale power that is amazing. You hear her song. You go up and down. This is a glorious reunion. Something deep in your soul is beyond joy. For at a soul level, you have missed her. And as she slows down on this ride to just calmly be in the water, you still have your hand on her, and you meld with her mentally, and you see what she sees, a long history of the world. You see the beginning of time as it began on this planet. You see that she holds memories that go far beyond human existence. It's as if the whole creation of the world comes into your mind. It's overwhelming, really. Yet so amazing. It's all there. You become one with her, with the planet, with the cosmos, with God. And you're filled with a swell of love, because at the heart of it all, the creation was a creation and is a creation of pure love at its highest frequency, something beyond human experience. But this is a gift to you right now, to feel the love that the world was created in and still dwells in the memories of this magnificent creature, a guardian of the planet. See it all swirling in your mind's eye. Creation, the planet, the purpose, and you're playing your part. You're part of this immense creation from a creator who is beyond human understanding. And yet you know, part of it, part of the reason you're having this moment is because this creation is also something to be taken care of. The stewardship is part of your responsibility. You see this beautiful world, of which it's mostly this wonderful ocean, that needs to be taken care of. And you do it, you want to do it because the emotion of the love of it suddenly blooms in your heart. It's overwhelming, magnificent, beyond measure. And this whale is a Earth Mother. You have a sense of loving her as you love Mother and Mother Earth. She's the embodiment of it. This mother whale is sending you with a mission when you go back to protect, to respect, to love all the creatures, all the plants, purify the waters. Make this earth the marvelous creation it was always meant to be, a jewel in the cosmos. And without each person and each being, it's all just a little less. They all respect, deserve respect. And you feel it now, the sense of wholeness and oneness with the earth, with the water, with the ocean. And you let her go. She swims off. The water's around you again. You're aware of it more now. You're out of the vision of the cosmos and back in the ocean around Hawaii. you return back to Makapuu Beach. As you swim back over the reef, back approaching the shore, you can feel your limbs changing. The tail is disappearing as you get close to the beach. You feel your legs kicking, your arms moving more hand-like and arm-like through the water. Human again, completely. Then you feel the sand under your feet, that rocky ocean bottom. As you walk out and up, back onto the beach. You look again up at those ridges above you, reaching to the sky, the green against the blue. Turn around, look again over the ocean. Imagine the mother whale. She's there, always. The guardian, the ancient mother. And you make a promise that you're not going to forget this. You will take this mission of bringing a higher awareness of respect and love for the planet with you wherever you go. It will be part of everything you do now. And when you go out, wherever you are, especially in the evenings when you look up at the sky, you'll remember that amazing moment when the entire cosmos was in your mind, and you'll see it again. And you'll know the Creator is always there, ever present, always loving, always filling you with the highest and the best. Always with you. Bright blessings.